there.
All right, come down here. Don't touch the hand.
When you're learning about water science, sometimes it helps to get your feet a little wet. These fifth graders from Malden Elementary spent the winter raising brown trout, and today they've gotten big enough to release into Morris Creek. It's all part of a program called Trout in the Classroom.
We partner with local elementary schools, and we put in with the help of Trout Unlimited, we put in a large aquarium, and we teach the kids a little bit about water quality and water chemistry. And we bring in fish eggs with a partnership we have with West Virginia DEP, and we bring those in, and then all of a sudden their world changes.
We're going to put a little bit of water in your cup right there. See that blue bucket? Put just some water in your cup, a little bit more, because we're going to make him go down that chute right there.
The tiny trout were released in several locations along the creek. Here they're using a long piece of PVC pipe to get the trout safely down to the water. Think of it as a fish version of a slip and slide. Tanya Harper has been bringing her class here for several years now.
Every year, for about 8 or 9 years now, we've been raising trout and bringing it up here to release. And we come on several field trips throughout the year. In the fall, we come for the water festival at the start of the school year, and that kind of kicks off them learning about what happened here at Morris Creek and that they can make a difference and how they can make a difference.
Morris Creek hasn't always been a trout stream. In fact, 20 years ago, it was pretty much devoid of aquatic life due to acid mine drainage. Thanks to treatment, the stream is making a recovery.
The first year that we came, the water, there wasn't really anything in it. All we could find was a couple crayfish. And when the holding tanks, the holding ponds over here were clear water, looked like mud puddles. There was nothing in it. And slowly over the years, you can find tons of stoneflies, different larvae of insects growing in the water. You can see the fish in the water. We just found a couple tadpoles over in the pond over here. And there's lily pads growing in the ponds now where there was nothing. It was just nasty orange water. Now it's all clean and everything's coming to life. The plants are growing. The birds have come back. Different animals have come back. It's amazing.
Hey, what'd you find? What'd you find?
And as for the kids, well, you be the judge.
So you've been working with this for a while. What's it been like?
Well, we've planted a lot of stuff for them. It's been pretty fun. Mm-hmm. And then we also helped some of the ladybug population. There was small amounts in Morris Creek, and then we planted all kinds of different habitats, and we increased the population by 3 times.
Well, we got to release a bunch of trout so far. We're finding these really weird but really cool bugs, like larvae. You can see inside them when they are on your hand. We are at the creek right now, having fun and finding odd fish and just awesome bugs.
Cool.
I am not a bug person.
I think honestly the coolest thing about this is personally, I like just seeing how the area, like the before and the after, the area is so much better. The trout, there's more trout in the area, there's more fireflies in the area, there's more bats in the area. I just think it's amazing that all of us were just kids and we all came together to repopulate, and I think that's what's really cool, just seeing everything all come together.
My oldest daughter is in 10th grade. She started here. We started a year or so, a couple years before she did it. And in her grade alone, I know 3 students who are entering the environmental science field because of the work here. They're so passionate about it. My students, their interest in everything, their schoolwork. I mean, before this program, it was hard to get them engaged and keep them on task. Now I have 10 different stories I can relate to Morris Creek, and they have the first-hand knowledge and experience, so they engage more in the lessons. The math, science, everything, and it's all because of this experience here and the opportunities they give them. It's so important. It's vital.
Well, I think the big benefit is we get folks involved, we get kids involved in a real life scenario, and then they remember that and they take it on throughout their life, and hopefully they'll have their kids involved in programs like this and so on, and that's how we sustain streams and get people informed about water quality and stream restoration.
In Montgomery, I'm Mike Huff for Environment Matters. Thanks for watching.